What's good, bros? Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Now that the aquatic torment of Atlantica is over, wish I could say the same about my crabs. And now that my therapy sessions too, get that accursed song from my head are through, we can finally move on to somewhere new. You like that, Disney? I did it just for you. Alright, I'm done. Sorry, I was just fucking around. One space. One race. A race against time. One man must sacrifice everything. Nah, not really. This is like the 30th time we've done this galactic driving shit, at the very least.
What kind of big ship? Quit gawking, that's a pirate ship. Pirate ship? Pog? Oh, is this Neverland? Pirate ship? Captain Hook? Neverland? Never grow older? Evil Pirate King? Sounds a little bit weird, huh? Yeah, a little bit suspect, right? Yeah, it's Neverland! Fuck yeah. Cool, I knew Neverland was in this game, I just didn't know where.
I didn't think you'd come, Sora.
Well, there's something I didn't expect a non-bro like you to know, Riku. Bros always come.
Are they that important to you? More important than old friends?
Dude, are you fucking serious right now? You lied about being romantically interested in Kairi, then challenged me to a race that you cheated in, and then, the straw that broke the bro's back. You renamed the boat you asked me to think of a name for. I'm just gonna be real with you, Riku. We are not bros.
Me now, Sora. Now I have nothing to fear.
Your mustache is a shenanigan, bro.
You're stupid. Sooner or later they'll swallow your heart.
Not a chance. My heart's too strong.
Riku.
I've picked up a few other tricks as well. Like this, for instance.
Okay. I don't like how he says, I've picked up a few tricks myself, and then proceeds to effortlessly manipulate the darkness inside of my soul. That shit just made Riku on the potential threat meter jump from like 15 to 75. I don't know how I feel about that. Not to mention he just opened that trapdoor with his fucking mind. So, let's actually bump that 75 up to an 85.
But Captain, you know who is also down...
Shh! Did you hear that, Smee? Oh, that dreadful sound.
No, Captain.
Are you quite sure? Did I imagine it? Oh, my poor nerves.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was definitely Kairi. I finally found her.
All right. Yep. Then let's go up and talk to her.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, but first, how about dinner?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Sorry.
But it just feel weird, you know? Oh, you meant like off of you. Shit, sorry, bruh.
How you doing there? Looking for a way out?
I just thought of something. If I had decided to get off, I would have been getting off on you, bro. No homo, though. Have you, like, been there the whole time?
But you're stuck in here too, aren't you?
Huh. Nope, I'm just waiting for someone.
Waiting for some... Oh, fuck yeah, it's Tinkerbell! Fuck never getting older. Fuck the dumb mermaid bimbos at the waterfall. Tinkerbell is by far the greatest thing about Neverland by a country fucking mile. I cannot accurately put into words how quickly I would wife the absolute shit out of her. In a wholesome way, too. For once, not even remotely sexual. Though, in my humble opinion, you are dead ass lying to yourself if you don't find Tinkerbell sexy. No cap. Like, I would marry Tinkerbell just solely for the ability to call her my wife. Like, okay,
let me just put this shit in perspective for you guys.
Peter Pan.
When Tinkerbell learned that Peter was bringing Wendy to Neverland, presumably to be a fucking kid forever, she got so fucking jealous of Wendy that she woke up the Lost Boys and convinced them that Peter had ordered them to shoot her out of the sky. And on top of that, was totally adamant about just sitting by and watching her fall to her death on jagged rocks simply for talking to him. And then when Peter asked her if it was true, she totally fucking owned it! Not one single fuck to be found. And if that on its own doesn't make her waifu material, I don't know what does. I know I've been here all about, like, what, 2 minutes? But I am really digging this fucking level so far. Like, the music, these fucking pirate dudes, oh, god, this is fucking sweet. Honestly, like, this is my favorite level so far, like, by a mile. Oh no, my evil twin is back. I do like his jaunty little jig though that he does. And the fact that it's a pirate ship level, that just makes it great. Put some Irish folk music to it. Like, honestly, get the Dropkick Murphys in here and just watch him dance for a while. I bet you'd enjoy yourself. Holy crap! Is that the battle music? What a fucking banger, bro! Seriously, I just want you guys to shut your eyes for a second and picture a maestro conducting a large orchestral ensemble when this music kicks off. Like, when this shit goes off, I get an image in my mind. Like, I don't know what the fuck this dude is on to be able to conduct to this degree, but this dude has got to be whacked out on like every known narcotic in the book all at once. Like, his pupils are constantly dilating and constricting, and he's sweating profusely, and his arms are just moving at inhumane, impossible speeds. And then when all the enemies are dead, the kick from however many fucking things he's on wears off, and the music reverts to the slow, swanky pirate-themed ambiance. Like, don't get me wrong, this is still a really kick-ass tune. It's atmospheric as fuck, and it really blends well with the sea and pirate theme, but that concerto shit is on an entirely different level. Like, holy goddamn, that one track trumps every other tune in the game so far, in my opinion, honestly.
Haven't you cooled off yet, Tink? Just a little bit of pixie dust. There, now you can fly.
Man, is she not the fucking best or what? Poor fucking Donald, dude. Everybody bullies Donald. Poor duck. I don't feel bad for him though. Fuck him. I mean, I don't hate him, but he is Donald.
Hoist anchor as soon as possible. Leave all the dead weight behind, including her.
After the trouble of capturing her? And why those 7? What is Maleficent planning anyway?
Who knows? As long as it means getting Kairi's heart back, I couldn't care less.
Wait, wouldn't not giving a fuck about the other princesses just to get Kairi's heart back imply that Riku has no heart himself?
I will find it, no matter what.
Captain?
What?
Smee is almost the perfect lackey. He's just dumb enough to unquestioningly follow orders, but he's also just barely smart enough to get the job done. The trade-offs for Smee, though. First of all, he's gullible as shit, and therefore easily manipulated. Like when Peter Pan impersonates Captain Hook in the movie to trick Smee into letting Tiger Lily go. Why does Smee obey Captain Hook anyway? Like, what's Smee's origin story? Was he marooned on an island and Captain Hook realized that he could exploit the shit out of his stupidity and took him aboard or something?
Wendy?
I'm telling you though, if Smee wisened up a bit and started pumping iron and guzzling down protein shakes like Sasha Grey, that man would be a tiny, unstoppable force of nature. Like, just picture a buff-ass Smee. That's how you make your enemies decide to not be your enemies anymore.
Wendy! Hey, let's get up there!
This game is so fucking weird to me because, like, I think the concept of a heart is both figurative and literal in this game. Like, Squaresoft can weave elaborately complex and wondrous narratives with outstanding villains and countless memorable supporting characters, but they can't grasp the concept of basic anatomy. If Kairi had no heart, she'd be long since clinically dead. I mean, I assume that's why she's unconscious and unable to move of her own free will, but like, you can't get your fucking heart ripped out of your chest like fucking Kano from Mortal Kombat and be like, what a lovely day, I think I'll go for a light jog in the park. Like, nah, you did, bruh. Fall over. I would have given anything for Wendy to have just been like, who the fuck are you? But with her old-timey English accent. Speaking of old-timey, I want to shed a little light on your beloved Disney, alright? When did Peter Pan release? Like, early 1950s? Like, 54, 55? Anyway, point is, Disney wasn't always smiles, sugar pops, and rainbows, alright? Disney got away with some insane shit back then that absolutely would not fly by today's standards, no matter how much pixie dust you slapped off Tinkerbell's incredibly hot ass. I'm talking about things like child endangerment, children being captured by vicious and bloodthirsty sea pirates, child slavery, children being exploited as free labor, on ships, upkeep and maintenance to make sure everything stays in working order, in mines, coal mines, diamond mines, gold mines, you fucking name it, in fields, gathering wheat, rice, grain, misogynistic themes and subservience of women. For example, the notion that particular jobs and labors were considered the responsibilities of a particular gender, men, working whatever job and bringing home a hard-earned pay to keep the family fed. Whenever a machine or car broke down, it was a man's responsibility to fix it. Meanwhile, the women would be left home to care for the children, mend and launder clothes, make dinner and wash the dishes, clean. Oh, and let me tell you something else. Everyone sees this image of Peter Pan as an enthusiastic young boy that flies around and it's magic. Like, nah, that's hella bullshit. Peter Pan is an egotistical and misogynistic motherfucker. Sorry to shatter the illusion, kids, but your hero Peter Pan? Mega asshole. His desire to bring Wendy to Neverland is solely to make her a mother figure for the Lost Boys and for her to go on adventures with him so he can tell more fantastic tales about him and his heroic adventures. Like, for example, when Peter Pan loses his shadow in the Darling's house, yes, you heard that right, in their house, in their eldest daughter's room, while she's asleep, she finds it and wishes to return it to him when he shows up to look for it. Wendy knew Peter would come, so she was staying awake later than normal, and sure enough, Peter Pan came while the Darlings were going off to a party. She begins to mend Peter Pan's shadow by stitching it back to his shoes. Magical, fucking Disney bullshit, I don't know. But meanwhile, she's talking with Peter, and he just goes, "Girls talk too much," while she offered to reattach his shadow for him. And then, not even like 20 seconds later, he goes, "Hurry up, girl." Doesn't even have the courtesy to call her by her name, which he already knows. Don't even get me started on the heavy racial stereotypes about Native Americans and the kids participating in a drum circle and smoking tobacco and peace pipes, kids consuming alcohol and gambling and shit. Like, I'm telling y'all, Disney was on some other shit back in the day. They was wild. If Disney tried any of the shit today that they did back then, I guarantee you we'd all be watching the public hanging and execution of Disney and all its subsidiaries on YouTube right from the convenience of our comfy couch. Now we got all this subliminal feminist agenda bullshit going on, which leads me into my next topic. Shitty female protagonists of modern Disney movies. Brave, Merida, Frozen, Elsa and Anna, Moana, Raya, The Last Dragon, Raya, The Incredibles 2, Helen Parr. Are you noticing something? Shittily written female leads with next to no depth. Let's start with Merida. Doesn't respect family traditions or values and wants the freedom to choose who she marries, which is totally reasonable so far. But then she throws a hissy bitch fit at her mom for literally no fucking reason and tears the family tapestry, which is an heirloom, and then abandons her home. And then there's all that bullshit with the witch's spell that turns her mother into the animal that she was acting like, and by the end of the movie, it feels like Merida didn't even really truly connect with her mother at all, which was the whole point of the fucking movie. I get the movie was about both her and her mother understanding one another better, but I feel like it was all just an arduous trial to support a shitty, unfulfilling, and contrived plot. Elsa and Anna actually get a complete fucking pass because they're excellently written characters that support and contrast from one another incredibly well and actually feel genuine in an expertly written plotline. Not to mention, Frozen's soundtrack is, for the most part, pretty amazeballs. So yeah, I actually like Frozen. Fight me. It's a great movie. Moana. Literally devoid of any personality at all. Brain dead figurehead for a near pointless story to cater to feminists. Little girls see a girl on a surfboard tearing across the raging ocean and think, girls can do cool things same as boys can. Stupid fucking movie. Bad. Super shit. Helen Parr. The Incredibles 2. I'm not even gonna go into The Incredibles 2. It's that bad. It's literally just feminist fan service out the fucking wazoo, yin yang, and bippity boppity boo all at the same time. Raya and the Last Dragon. Raya. Surprisingly enough, I'm also giving Raya and the Last Dragon the good movie pass, but only because of the plotline of the power struggle for the gem between the 5 nations and the dominated Karen-looking bitch, can't remember her name, because the underlying focus of the main plot was a desire for friendship based on common interests turned unwanted rivalry due to them being at different nations. Which is an insanely cliched plot, but it hasn't really done anything cringy or bad so far, so I'll leave it there before I trail off on an hour-long tangent about lesbians.